The madness of March is upon us. CBS, Fox, and Playhouse Video want you to go wild with their tremendous spring lineup. First, starring that massive box office draw, Tom Hanks, in the colossal hit of the year, Big. Next, we welcome with open arms that little lady of talent, Shirley Temple, tapping her toes through 9 all-new titles, never before released on video cassette, the Shirley Temple Collection. Then, Heart of a Champion, the Ray Mancini Story. Robert Blake and Doug McKeon star in an enthralling story of lightweight champion Ray Boom Boom Mancini. And the most eccentric doctor of them all prescribes 7 cult favorites, 3 new to home video, and 4 re-releases from Doctor Who. Plus, live and drive the Indy 500. CBS Fox Video Sports presents 3 decades of ABC Sports at Indy for the first time on video cassette. Get ready for a lineup you'll never forget. Josh Baskin may not look like a 12-year-old, but looks can be deceiving.
Gross.
He's got the innocence of a child.
I want to spend the night with you.
Do you mean sleep over?
And the charm of a schoolboy.
Okay. But I get to be on top.
In the body of a man.
Bastard, what did you do to my son?
Man, his son, Mom. So now what?
You can get a job.
Can't get a job.
Vice president, he's only been here a week.
I play with all of this stuff. And then I go in and I tell him what I think.
And they pay you for that?
Yeah.
Suckers!
Loved your ideas on the squeezy doll line.
Thanks. Susan, I'm not what you think I am.
You're married.
I'm a child.
Josh Baskin hasn't grown up. He's just grown big.
You're the luckiest guy I know.
Tom Hanks is hilarious in Big. Gene Shalit says Big is an all-out pleasure. People magazine called Big that rare film that can tickle the funny bone and touch the heart. Time magazine wrote, Big is one of the summer's biggest hits. Hanks emerges as one of Hollywood's top comic actors. Now, for a behind-the-scenes look at this colossal hit. Tom Hanks stars as the Big Josh Baskin.
Big works primarily because Tom Hanks is so darn good. He has never been more enjoyable.
Mentally, it required a real stripping away of worldly knowledge. Once childhood is gone, it's gone for good. Then that's not a bad thing. It's not a sad thing, but you miss it. You know, you do. You miss out on the freedom from responsibility and stress.
Tom Hanks' film career goes back to such favorites as Splash, The Man with One Red Shoe, and Bachelor Party. CBS Fox Video has got a wonder drug to keep Big young and keep your customers renting it again and again. Poster, consumer ad, and giant 7-foot standee are the beginnings of a marketing plan that will generate enormous consumer demand. Television advertising will include commercials airing before and after street date to keep your rental return rate high. CBS Fox is going to turn your customers on with spots on all the major networks. Appearing on such programs as The Tonight Show, David Letterman, Saturday Night Live, Good Morning America, 21 Jump Street, CBS News, Cheers, The Cosby Show, ESPN Sports, and MTV. Plus, the advertising effort will be doubled in major spot markets across the country. A box office gross of over $111 million proves that laughter spells big money. And with theatrical audiences giving Big an A rating, the home video release is sure to be a big success. Big, it's the comedy romance for the kid who often thinks about growing up and the adult who doesn't want to grow old. Big is a lot of fun on home video cassette. Robert Blake and Doug McKeon star in this story of lightweight champion Ray Boom Boom Mancini. A moving tale of one man's determination to complete a dream. This top-notch boxing drama shows how far you can go when you've got the heart of a champion. Lots of live ring action and a touching story are all a tie-in for the upcoming fight between Ray Boom Boom Mancini and Hector Macho Camacho on March 6th in Reno. She's had more birthday parties than any kid in history.
I'm not a kid, I'm a girl, and today is my birthday.
She's lost more parents than any star in the movies.
Daddy, aren't I ever going to see Mommy again? I won't believe it. He isn't dead. He isn't. You mean my mother cracked up too?
Yes.
She's been called
Molly.
Here comes Star. Hello, Star.
She's just like a little princess, isn't she? That's what she is, a princess.
She's Curly Top, Shirley Temple, and she's back with an expanded collection. 9 new films to complete your Shirley Temple library.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best ever.
1989 is the year to celebrate the magic of Shirley Temple. All the songs,
Good morning, good morning. Nature hunts when morning comes along.
dance, and charm that made her the most collectible star ever. Last year's collection was one of the most successful sell-through campaigns in the industry's history. And this year's collection will reach even higher numbers.
Oh, my.
And Playhouse Video has the marketing to prove it. A national print campaign backed up with a theatrical-sized poster, insert card, and cross-promotion trailer. Coupled with the affordable price, makes all 19 titles in the Shirley Temple collection a must-have for everybody. The collection begins with the best classic Shirley Temple films. America's Depression year gloom is cast aside as the nation joins Shirley in Stand Up and Cheer.
Laughter resounds throughout the nation. The people are happy again. We're out of the red.
Next, Shirley's dancing her way into everyone's heart and onto everyone's rooftop in Baby Takes a Bow.
Come on, baby. Take a bow.
Mother's going away for a little while. And when she comes back, she won't be married to Daddy anymore.
Will you be married to, Mommy?
Running away to escape the breakup of her family, it's Our Little Girl.
Someday I'm going to fly. I'll be a pilot too.
Shirley's in for high-flying adventure and down-to-earth fun in Bright Eyes. And it's off to the rugged coast of Maine to fight a wicked truant officer.
Oh, please, Cap, don't let them take me away.
Why are you waiting? Take her.
Come on, bud.
Join Shirley in Captain January. Next, it's Far Eastern Adventure.
See, the Colonel's never had any little girls around. All he understands is soldiers. So I decided to be one. Then maybe I like me.
It's About Face, Forward March, for Rudyard Kipling's Wee Willie Winkie. Screenplay by Ernest Pascal and Julian Josephson, directed by John Ford.
This little girl was the only survivor of the wagon train.
The Wilds of Canada sets the stage for a tale of war and peace. Randolph Scott is featured in Susanna of the Mounties. Is there a bluebird of happiness?
Oh, what a stupid girl you are. Don't you know that the bluebird means happiness?
Shirley sees the light and follows it to the end of the rainbow in The Bluebird.
My wish is that my father will come back very soon.
War tears a family apart.
I've had enough of it. You must realize once and for all that your father is dead.
Don't you say that. He's not dead. He's not. And you can't stop me from looking for him either.
And Sarah searches for her missing father in the turn-of-the-century classic, The Little Princess. And that's not all. Add these new films to the list of already released Temple classics. Dimples, Curly Top, Heidi, Just Around the Corner, The Little Colonel, Little Miss Broadway, The Littlest Rebel, The Poor Little Rich Girl, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, and Stowaway. It's the best of Shirley Temple.
That's the most wonderful thing I've ever seen.
The complete collection, specially packaged to complement any video library. backed by a marketing campaign worthy of the Little Colonel herself. So sail off on the good ship Lollipop with the Shirley Temple Video Collection, only from Playhouse Video. Who's got the longest running science fiction show in television history? Who's got 110 million viewers worldwide? Who's got over 60,000 avid U.S. fan club members? Doctor Who. Who else?
The cosmos without the Doctor scarcely bears thinking about.
Playhouse Video salutes Doctor Who's 25 years of success with 3 of his special sci-fi adventures: the long-awaited Deadly Assassin, the one-time reunion of the 5 Doctors, and the war begins with the Day of the Daleks. With these 3 new titles, no one should miss the Doctor.
This man accepts the historic challenge, a Sunday afternoon drive in Indiana. This man will spend his whole life focused on one race, one day, one dream. He accepts the danger and lives inches from disaster. This man is an Indianapolis 500 champion, and now home video viewers can experience the essence of Indy like never before. CBS Fox Video proudly presents a brand new release from the ABC Sports Library. Live and drive the Indy 500. 3 decades of ABC Sports at Indy. Turns, 200 laps, and 500 of the toughest fought miles in the history of motor racing. Each year, nearly 500,000 people journey to attend the Indy 500. It's the largest single-day sporting event in the world.
When ABC Sports first began covering the 500, we found out very quickly it was much more than just a car race. It's a mixture of the precision and high technology of the race cars to the daring abandon of the drivers who try and harness the frightening and ever-increasing speeds.
It is a story of people, from the close-knit racing fraternity to the devoted fans who fill the stands. No one has ever captured the thrill of Indy like ABC.
In 1988, 7 ABC cameras were mounted on 4 different race cars. They provided an unbelievable point of view never seen before.
Danny Sullivan, Mario Andretti, A.J. Foyt. To live and drive the Indy 500, 3 decades of ABC Sports at Indy. Narrated by Paul Page, featuring the voices of other top ABC announcers. Experience the danger of defeat and ease of victory. Experience the Indy 500 on this very special video cassette.
Each year, as one man celebrates, others have already turned their thoughts to the next race, the next chance to win. The man who wins the great 500 writes his name forever in history. To those who win it, it is the pinnacle of life.
Keep your customers happy with Big, the Shirley Temple Collection, Heart of a Champion, the Ray Mancini Story, Doctor Who, and Live and Drive the Indy 500. Those wild March winds will be blowing customers in by the thousands. Stock deep now.
You are standing in the cavern of the evil wizard. All around you the carcasses of slain ice storms. Melt, melt wizard.